Working in Soho and working in Starbucks and stuff.
Yeah, you was around there.
I was around a lot of people, so I met a lot of people, but I've never fanned out. The closest one, I was like, yo, if Uzi comes in right now, I'll probably like,
bro,
not like freak out, but like, you know, like.
yeah. Like, yo, this is little. Oh man. I remember one time. The only time it ever went left for me was when I met The Weeknd for the first time. I met The Weeknd for the first time.
Was it a meet? It was a meet and greet.
It was a meet and greet. Oh. Yeah, it was a meet and greet. I walked up to do it, right, and it was like there's like 50 people that he's meeting and greeting and shit. So I come up with the poster, whatever. He signed a poster. At this time, like, he was on his Kissland tour, and
you went to that tour.
I did, bro.
I hate that album.
Nah, that album was great. Stop.
I hate that album.
At the time, I didn't like that album, but
you went to the tour.
No, because at the time, like, that was his first time out.
Oh.
Like, out of like Canada or whatever. Like, I didn't really like know him when he was doing House of Balloons or whatever. So, I mean, I went to I went back and saw him again for this album. After Hours, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But
it's more like it.
But anyway, yeah. So I went to the meet and greet and the Kissland tour, and this was before he disbanded with Drake. Cause remember it was like OVO XO. Mm-hmm. It was like OVO XO, and then after that he like got caught like beef with Drake or whatever, and then like all of these like stories came out talking about how like he gave Drake a lot of his songs from Take Care and all that. So this was before that. This was like maybe I would say 2 weeks before that. So I come up to him, right? I'm like, yo, bro, like, big fan and stuff. Like, I love, like, you know, your work. And then I try to think of like something that will make him like, oh, yo, that's dope. So I told him, I'm like, yo, like, I like your work like all the way back to House of Balloons when like 40, like, you know, 40. When like 40 like produced it and he like put it up on his blog. Yeah. And like nobody knew and stuff, and I like downloaded it from his blog type joint. My man shot me the craziest look. He was like, 40 never produced my House of Balloons album.
He said that?
Yo, I'm dead serious, bro.
Words he said that?
Yo. He was like, yo, he looked up, he was signing it. He went to sign it, he stopped and went, 40 never produced my House of Balloons album. And I was like, oh, like, my fault. Like, I was like, I just found, you know, I know he put it up on his blog, and that's how I, like, found it, right? My man's like, and I was like, damn, son, I one time me in The Weeknd and I joined South. So I'm like, yo, why my man, like, gave him so much energy like that? Like, I was like, yo, you know, like, I'm just, like, saying, like, oh, I'm a fan from House of Balloons. Like, why you give me so much energy? 2 weeks later, I found out he's beefing with Drake.
Wow. So you started the beef. You started the beef with The Weeknd and Drake.
I must have got in the middle of it before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was probably secretly beefing already, and like niggas just not didn't even know.
That was his last straw right there. That was just like, yo, you know what?
Like he was like, yo, if only you knew, bro. Like if only you knew. Like I hate this nigga right now. You just bringing up 40 just made me want to jump across this table. Welcome back to the Midnight Cast.
Yes, sir.
Episode 35. Yes, sir. Glad to be back. I think doing this like once a month is like good, bro. Somehow I don't know what it is, but like it's just enough where I don't miss it.
Yeah.
and it you know what I'm saying? But you can't wait. Like, as soon as I get the itch to come back on the couch, it's like, I'm back.
Yeah.
Like, here I am again, bro. Here we are again. And I was just thinking, too, like, the other day, like, when we used to do this, like every other week, sometimes you run out of material.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, yo, not everything comes out, like, every other week. Like, then you got, like, no news to report. And then we just, like, talking about whatever, which is not bad, but it's whatever. But, yeah, once a month is good, man. A lot of things can happen in a month. But
definitely, bro. I definitely feel like this is more like a cleanse, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I always looked at this shit as a cleanse.
As a cleanse, get your shit off.
Yeah, word. Shit crazy.
Wasn't my plan to get you on 10. I don't understand why we keep fighting. Listen, all this back and forth when we could just end. Need to go back to your man, I'm done with pretend. All the pretenses get harder to defend. Off the deep end here, can't jump in the deep ends. These friends saying leave, but what if it depends? Our connection more than physical, baby, don't keep. Pick a side. I've seen this play out in my life too many times. I'm too concerned with how you feel and what you like. I shifted back and forth and up and left and right. I'm getting tired. You pick a side. I've seen this play out in my life too many times. I'm too concerned with how you feel and what you like. I shifted back and forth and up and left and right. I'm getting tired. You pick a side. Please, baby, stop. Can we pause these withdrawals? Oh my gosh, got my heart getting squashed. Can we talk for a little when you're not at this cost of leading me on? Running with my heart, pero te lo vi a ti. You saying my boo and suddenly I get weak. Hit you ghost half the time and surprise me.
Speaking of getting shit off, man. Do you wanna talk about Cudi's second album? Insano Part 2.
You know what's so crazy?
Nitro.
The shit caught me so off guard. And I might lose my Cudi stripes for this.
Okay.
I think it's because I was so overwhelmed with the first album that I didn't listen to the
Nitro Mega.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, I just didn't dive into it, bro.
Damn.
I don't know what it is. I think I was happy with what he dropped with Insano.
Mm-hmm.
I've stated that already. But I don't know what it was, bro. The second one dropped, and I was just like,
I'm gonna find it when I find it.
I was like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Man, I got a lot to say on this album, actually.
Talk your shit, man.
I was the same in the sense of like I was like walking to this album. I wasn't running to it. I wasn't like, oh, I'm about to listen to this album. Cause to be honest, like Insano was good, but again, like man, I think I was on here saying that Insano was a good album, but it wasn't like the best album. And
yeah, we definitely spoke.
Yeah. Like it was a good album for Cudi. It was like a good album. But I wasn't like in love with it. I didn't like get that feeling that I usually get with Cudi. So I'm walking into this album and I'm just like, all right, if this is part 2, then it's part 2, right? Soon as like I hit the first track, bro, like Human Made, I was like, all right, bro, this is a brand new album. This is a brand new album, son. Like, and the way it starts, I got me excited. The way it started got me excited, and I just kept going with it. I'm just like, all right, that was hard. Second, third track, all right. If my man only has 3 tracks of this, I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
That's 3 songs of Cudi I can rock through the whole year, bro. That's fine with me, right? Track 7, keep rolling, bro, keep rolling. Then he gets to like, what is it, Dose of Dopeness, and like track 10, track 11. I'm just like, old Cudi, like literally like a recycle from 2009, I think. And I was like, oh nah, bro, keep it going, bro, like keep it going. To me, I ended this album like, bro, I love this album, son. Like I love this album.
I definitely gotta listen to it then.
Way more than it made me realize that Insano I actually did not like at all. It made me realize Insano is not it. It's not it. Like before, it was like, all right, like it's a cool, good album. I like, it'll grow on me.
Well, what make you think that Insano's not good anymore? Just because of what you heard on this album? Like, what made it seem so like?
I think I found there's a couple elements on this album, and again, like now I gotta go back and listen to Insano, because then I feel like after listening to this album, this is the album I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to Insano no more. Like that's how I feel. Like it's like, why listen to Insano when I got all of this? And this album, unlike Insano, this album, he's singing more. It's more melodic. It's less like rap. It's more nostalgic. It almost feels like you running through his best hits in a sense, where you get Speeding Bullet track, you get a 2010 Cudi track, you got a track that almost sounds like it was taken from Passion Pain. Like you get like all of your best Cudi in this album, bro. Like you get all the best Cudi in this album. There's at least one song for everybody in this album. Like I think. And I realized that like singing Cudi and melodic Cudi is the best Cudi.
Always. Hands down,
like
bro.
singing Cudi is and melodic Cudi, and when he's crooning, that is literally the best Cudi, bro. That is the best Cudi. Do I think that, like, you know, when Cudi gets on his like real like rager rap joint, he's not good? No, he's still good, but it takes away from his real, you know what I'm saying, like his real stuff. Like it takes away from his real, like the stuff that punches, bro. Yeah. And this stuff, granted, what this album shares with Insano is probably the material, like the lyrics, the topics. It's all shared in the same sense as Insano, but the theme and the music is different. Like Insano has more of a rugged, thrashing kind of feel. Like I'm just out aggressively rapping on this album. This album has the same elements. Like I'm out, you know, in my Beamer, in my Porsche, having a good night. Who's the wifey for the night? Like still has that kind of vibe, but it's on a more melodic end. And I like the melodic end, bro. And and more time I listen to this joint, the more time I think, yo, I feel like when my man was cooking up Insano, because there was a point where he's like, yo, Insano was going to be like 45 tracks long. Like, I think my man had this version of Insano. And at one point, he was like, nah, I'm going to take this side and give you guys more of a bar kind of side of Cudi rather than give you
He said
this.
45 songs? You gonna do that?
It was some wild number like that. Like I remember, like he tweeted it out, like, "Yo, Insano's gonna be like 30 tracks long or something like that." But and I was like, "Damn, son, this album's gonna be like we're gonna have Cudi fans eating like crazy, right?" And he did, technically he did. But I feel like this album was the album that he originally had, and then he switched it out and did Insano into this because maybe it was a little newer. Like the lane was more newer to do Insano this way, yeah, rather than do it this way. This way feels like his best hits, bro. Like this shit feel like this is Cudi. This is the Cudi I was kind of expecting. Nah, man, I urge you to play that, bro.
Yeah.
I urge you to play that. As a Cudi fan, I feel like you would enjoy this more than Insano.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like Cudi's like, I don't know. Is he trying to find a new sound? Like, is he like?
That to me.
Is he trying to like attract like? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he trying to attract the mainstream but still be him? Kind of like.
That to me, I feel like is, man, you can apply this to all of the greats right now. Like. Yeah.
Agreed.
They've reached their pinnacle of creativity.
Oh, that's a good point.
where all of them are kind of plateauing out into their skill level. Like I've built my skill level this high, and now that's the ceiling, bro. Like this is what you will get whenever you listen to Kanye West. This is what you'll get when you listen to Drake. This is what you'll get when you listen to Kendrick, J. Cole, Kid Cudi. Like they've all plateaued out their skills in that sense, in terms of creativity. It's sad to say that about Cudi, but I think his music is always good. I think he tried to do it with this album with Insano, but it still falls short of the creative aspect. I think there's a lot of experimental like sounds on Insano, but the topics and the things that he raps about is not inspirational. It's not that deep. It's not inspiring. It's not creative. So like that for me falls short with Insano.
Goes back to substance.
Goes back to substance, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if it's because when you get older, and you know, this can go back to, you know, Andre 3000's thing saying, yo, when I'm 40 years old, I only have shit to say. But I don't know what it is when you know, rappers get older, that their substance sort of like dwindles a little. Kid Cudi's substance dwindled. Kanye West substance dwindled like crazy. This is the same guy that did Late Registration.
I think Drake's
substance also dwindled too, went down. It went down to like tongue-in-cheek kind of rhymes where it's like, you know, in July, found out July. This is the same guy who like wrote like Marvin's Room.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been around the way. I've been around this sun like 21 times. See it, I need it, I take it, it's mine. Hold up. I've been around the way. I've been around the sun like 21 times. See it, I need it, I take it, it's mine. 20 more 10 in my mental, my mind. Yeah, I stick around for pay. Put on a show, put on a play. Let them know I'm here to stay. From LA to VT, Miami to Fiji. I'm holding it down, pave my lane, skate my way. Rocking the power like Woody now. Rocking the spot like I own the place. Like I pay the bills, like I say the grace. Like I walk the dog, like I kiss the wife. And tucking the kids at the end of the night. Get your money up, kid. Get your money up. Get your money up, kid. Get your money up. Get your money up, kid. Get your money up. Get your money up, kid. Hey, hey. Spinning on suspenders in the candy color grill. Plug with while you're young.
Speaking about getting up there and having stuff to write, you want to talk about Schoolboy Q's album?
Oh yeah, we could do that. I definitely tuned into that.
That's probably one of the greatest segues I've done so far, yo.
Yeah.
You go first. I'm curious about you. For me, I had time to sit with this album, and I had my opinions on the first listen, and I had my opinions on the 10th listen. So I want you to go first.
Let me just say, shout out Schoolboy Q, because there's been a lot of shit that niggas been dropping that is just like kind of like sounding the same. With Q, it's more like we finally got some like
different.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what the game kind of like not needed, but like should be going in a direction to. Schoolboy Q shit is fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucked with this shit.
Woo!
I fucked with this shit hard, bro.
Nah, I'm too lit.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Schoolboy Q shit was so bro. Crazy. It sounded like
like version of it,
kind of like, cause you heard like everything in one. Like you heard like some shit you could hear on Blank Face. You heard some shit you could hear on like same shit you just said with Cudi. The same thing
like
with
a compilation.
Q. But like this one sounds like Blank Face on like drugs, bro. Like on some like
interesting.
It sounded like it was crazy. Like movie, right? name of the song. That's like probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite track on that.
Yeah.
And then you got Germany, 87 or 86 was it? And the song with Absol was like, that song is like my second favorite song off that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is more. I don't know if you noticed they still kept the hook from the song that they had from Setbacks.
Love it. That's
that
Druggies
was
and Hoes.
dope. Yeah, Druggy with Hoes like that.
Druggies and Hoes.
Fire. Like, I'm glad they kept that.
Man,
like that was crazy. Yeah. But you know what I feel like? I feel like this is Remember when Tyler the Creator came out with
What, Igor? Yeah.
And he was just like piano, he was just playing instruments about the album or whatever.
Right.
I feel like this was what Schoolboy Q was doing, because he was singing on his album, but I never heard Schoolboy Q sing on the album.
Yeah.
So he was like, I think he was like testing out his like, yo, how far I can like
take it.
Yeah, and how far I can like test my abilities of making like like I'm tired of like, yeah, you know, I'm a Crip now, whatever. But I'm tired of just saying that. I just want to take it like elevated. Because Schoolboy Q always had jazz and this shit, and always had like the jazz melodies and everything.
True. Yeah.
And this one is just more like perfected in a way. Like it doesn't sound rugged. Like it sounds like it's like a perfection of like the sound that he's been making.
For me, like I heard this album once and I was just like it was almost like everything at once. Like it was a lot to intake all at once, and I didn't like it. Like, cause there's I feel like
that's cute though, right?
Well, it is the thing, and I can get into that too. But like in the past, like again, like you know, I'm a fan of like taking the left approach and like going crazy, right? I love like Pink Tape and all that Pink Tape wild this does, right? So I think there's ways of doing like chaos or even finding chaos in peace, right? Because like I feel like this album is like a play on like finding peace and then the chaos that mirrors that, right? So I think there's a way in like doing that, but for me it wasn't doing that. Like for me it wasn't done in a way that I felt was like smooth enough for me to take in. As soon as I like listened to it, knowing what to expect, knowing that like the bass drops at this point right off of the jazz instrumental, and then the jazz instrumental comes back in. Like when I found out what to expect in each song, I enjoyed it more, like a lot more. Like that joint went from like, you know, down bottom tier to like top tier. And yeah, bro, Foe is one of my favorites. Movie is one of my favorites. Pig's Feet is one of my favorites. Of course, Yearn 101. Smile.
That was a single, right?
Yeah, Yearn 101. Yearn 101 is a single. Even though
Smile's when he was singing.
Yes, bro. Yeah. Smile.
Real good song.
What is it? Blue Slides, I think.
Blue Slides. Yep.
Like the more I listen to this album, the more I love this album. Pop. Like the more I listen to this album, the more I love this album. Germany 86.
Germany 86 is so fire.
Germany 86 is fire. Like Time Killers is fire.
Movie and Germany 6 are like this right now for me.
For a long time, listening to this album, I thought, yo, and I was gonna and I had my opinion like coming on a podcast, like, yo, I knew what I was gonna say and I knew how I was gonna compare it. And I was gonna say that I didn't like this album solely based on the production, because I felt the production didn't carry what Q was trying to like say on it, right? And it fell short to me from great, and I still think it fell short for me from great because of the production. Much like, if you remember, Majid Jordan's album Space Between.
Yeah.
You love that album.
I love that album.
For me, I felt the discrepancy on that album because Jordan was going crazy on the instrumentals.
Space in Between is the one that I gave your love away.
Right.
I don't.
But the thing, Like, I love that song. But if you strip away the structure and the lyrics to that song, it's not very. There's not much, but just poppy lyrics to it.
See what you mean.
And same goes for that whole album. Like, there's not much substance to that album. It's just very poppy and surface. And I think MiGHT Jordan prides themselves on actual real good production and real good lyrics to go with it.
Yeah.
Like MiGHT like is a really good writer, bro. Like, he writes some real good stuff, and Jordan just compliments him right after. And that album fell short because I felt like MiGHT's pen wasn't good enough for what Jordan was putting down. Like,
I see what you mean. It wasn't a balance.
The balance wasn't there. I could tell Jordan was pulling the weight.
Yeah.
Same thing with Q, where I feel like what holds this album from being great in my eyes, much like Blank Face, where Blank Face production was like all out the roof, bro. Like, completely like on a crazy tier, and Q's energy was on that tier. Q's energy is on that tier on this album, but I feel like the production isn't quite there. Not to say I don't like this album or even really enjoy it. I do. I think it's good. I think it's really good, but I don't think it's great because of that. I still fuck with the album, but it's not, to me, it's not up there like classic Q. What do you rate this, bro?
Yeah, so coming here, I already knew I had what rating I had it. I got this album at an 8. A solid 8 because there was no signs of falling off from Schoolboy. There was no signs of like, like, oh, damn, bro, like, here we go, like another Crash Talk 2. It was like, damn.
Crash Talk 2.
You know what I'm saying? This was like,
yikes.
This was like, all right, like, I took my time, I came back, and this is that Q that is like what we expected on Crash Talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is that Q that we expected on Crash Talk.
And
there was no pop, like, there was no poppy songs, like,
right.
He always like tries to force in there a little bit.
Put in there, yeah.
Which is good. It was just straight like, yo, if you fuck with Q, this is Q. So 8, bro. I'm rocking with this album. I still got Blank Face though as number 1 though. I'll probably put this as second.
Wow.
I still gotta do some like final adjustment. But right now, bro, Blank Face and then Blue Lips. Maybe Blue Lips will creep up. I don't know, but it's hard, bro. Blank Face is too hard.
I don't know if I want to give it a 7. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I'm giving this a 7 only because I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it's quite there yet. I don't think it's quite Q, or at least the Q that like really had me like.
You don't think so? I think so.
I had to listen to it I had to listen to it enough to be like, I got you. I'm here now. I'm here now. This is what I was looking for, but it took me a minute to get there. Yeah, no, if I had to rank this, it would be Habits and Contradictions at the top, Blank Face, and then Blue Lips, for sure.
Shout out Q, bro.
Yo, shout out to Schoolboy Q, bro. My man's still doing his thing, bro. Like, I'm glad that he keeps coming back because we need Q, man. We definitely need Q. Ain't nobody giving
raw, authentic.
Yeah, ain't nobody giving that kind of energy today, and you gotta keep it alive, bro. He the only one that keeps it alive like that.
I can't stay away from vixens, need another fixin'. I don't make the rules, but I'm good at bending. I'm running from my shadow, but I'm in the dark. They These niggas, they be capping, they ain't one of us. Putting all my love in this double cup. I'ma take a sip, but can you drink it all? I done fucked you like nobody else, I want your love. I need your love, I need your love, baby, baby. Baby, baby. I can't envision you sleeping with somebody else. I bought Balenciaga, probably still it's not enough. I put my brain into the.
You want to talk about Partnextdoor?
Yeah, bro.
And P4?
Yeah. I got caught off guard with that, actually. I didn't know that he was dropping P4 like that.
Listen, he caught me off guard, but I'll tell you my experience. I'll tell you my experience.
He caught me off guard with that because I was like, what the fuck? Like, I found out a day later because I was in Puerto Rico. I wasn't really like paying attention to like social media and what was going on back in New York or back at home, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, man, what the fuck? He's coming out with an album or whatever. And then it was like, yeah, he's coming out with a single the Friday that I come back.
Right, yeah.
And then everybody was commenting like, oh yeah, like finally, like we're getting the Partnextdoor.
After the single and all that?
No, before the single.
Oh.
He dropped like, cause even a little snippet of the what is that? The trailer?
Yeah.
That wasn't the same song.
No, that's not. No.
That song sounded OD. I was like, wait, hold on. I was like,
yeah.
Maybe y'all guys all right, but I was like, you don't want to get your hopes up with P&D. Like,
facts.
P&D will promote something and then like he'll just
lay you right flat on your face.
Yeah. As soon as you get it, you like, this is not what I heard.
yeah.
This is not what I heard. Like, what is this? But not a bad way. Like, I always say, like, Partnextdoor 3 was my favorite album, and people still bomb me for it, which I don't care. But like,
and it's right. Like, yes, I still bomb you for that.
Yeah, I know.
I still bomb you for that.
I don't care. That's my favorite. That album is fucking crazy.
To me, that was the beginning of the end. But go ahead.
But I heard the single.
Yeah,
I like the single. I like the single. And I think
seen the video?
I saw the video.
How you like the video?
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah,
I fuck with it. I fuck. So far, Partnextdoor, he we good right now. We good right now. I don't know where it's gonna go. Cause
the energy is all point though.
Cause that's usually what happens.
It's all
like,
point. You're right. You're right, dog.
Right. And then remember when he dropped.
Yo, you killed.
Alright, and then it's over. And he's like, oh man. Yeah, remember when he dropped
Oh man, dog.
He dropped a song with Drake, bro. What's the name of the song, bro?
Oh man.
During the pandemic.
You talking about Loyal?
Yeah, Loyal was fire though. Loyal was fire.
I'm talking about Loyal. Loyal's the one with Drake, I think, on it.
No, the News.
Oh, News. Oh, yes, I remember you was all for the News.
I love the News.
All for the News. I think we even talked about it on this podcast. Yeah. There's somewhere in those episodes.
You didn't like the song though.
News?
You didn't like the song, right?
No, I liked it, but you was talking how it was the best P&D track ever. Look at your
roll
face.
The footage. Roll the footage.
Yo, I'm gonna roll it back. Roll it back.
Roll the footage. I did not say that.
Back. My man was saying, "Hey yo,
roll the footage, bro. Go back to that." Cause Road 2, there's no way I said I was that's
nah. Dog was hyped on the News because it was a single before he came out with Party Mobile, and that was like even one of his. No, that was like his second single. I think Loyal was his first single, and then his second single was the News. And in the News, you was like, bro, this is the Partnextdoor we wanted. Like,
I remember I said.
This the best. This is one of the best party songs I've ever heard, Joe. And I'm just like, yo, this is kind of wild, bro. It's good it's good, but I don't think it's that great. Like, I don't think this is like going toe to toe with his like best right now. But sure.
But well,
we run it back. We gonna run it back.
As you guys know, Partnextdoor, Joe was trying to shit on my boy, saying that he done, he's finished. First of all, you didn't even talk about the three singles that he brought out. News, which is a great song. That's probably one of Partnextdoor's best songs.
He's crazy for that. That's crazy, but all right.
It's not.
I don't think that's one of his best songs, bro. It's a good song, though.
That's one of his best songs. That's one of his best songs. That's one of his best songs. One of his best songs, bro.
That's wild, bro. But anyways, I like the single. I like the video.
Mm.
I think people needs to just like stop and like let it go about, yo, we want old party, yo. We want old party. We want old party. We want old party. It's like people grow out of stuff, bro. We just gotta like see where it goes, bro. Like now let's say like he does go back to like the old party and then he doesn't succeed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think now? Like, it's like,
right.
You feel me? That's like when the Weeknd, when it was like, yo, we want the old Weeknd back, and then he dropped
oh, My Dear Melancholy.
Yeah, right.
That was the one where he was really trying to like get back into his old bag.
You just said what you just said. He was trying.
He was trying to get back into his old bag.
Why did he do that? Because people was pressuring him and doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I said back. That's why I said the last episode. I said, yo, sometimes listening to your fans is like,
that's true.
Throws you off.
That's true.
But people just gotta like let that shit go, bro. Like,
right.
Let's see what he got in tune. I like the new single that he dropped.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me old party vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Not like
not
like on some like Break from Toronto and shit like
that.
Stop.
We're not even touching that party.
No, but that's what people are commenting and saying that.
Like, yo, why don't you give turn up music?
Yeah, like why don't you do like a Break from Toronto 2 or like where's the What's Good flow or like anything like that? And it's like that's just timeless music. Like it's
timeless music. At this point, it's just timeless music. That's never gonna happen. Ever.
We're just gonna have to go back to that album and just like picture ourselves back in that year.
I agree with you. I agree with the fact that I actually love this single coming out. The single that came out, Real Woman. I love that single.
Yeah.
It's not old party, but it works, and I think that if he's gonna deliver like stuff like this on this next album, I'm all for it. But am I waiting on it? Like, am I anticipating it? No, I'm not. I know party. When it's up, it's down. Like when it's up, and it's down, it's down.
It's down for sure.
So yeah, I'm not anticipating the album P4. P4 comes with expectations, like P3 over here. When you put P4, it means something, right? That means something. That's an expectation that I'm not personally indulging in. I'm not indulging in the P4 hype. What I will say though, right? That's my negative hate. What I will say is that I love the fact that he came out with a video for this song, because for the longest time, if you noticed, ever since P3, there hasn't been a party, there hasn't been the presence of like actual party in a music video. And that's me because, yo, I love and I follow party no matter what, like through the trenches, boy. When you down, I'm still there, like listening to it, even if it's garbage. And I'll watch every video, even if it's garbage. Through his party mobile, it was all claymation, it was all cartoon.
For sure,
remember that?
Sure. Yeah.
And a part of me feels like that had to do with the fact that my man gaining weight over the years. And like maybe like the pressure image, of the image and the pressure of the people seeing party as not like maybe, I don't know, like this like super attractive dude for the girls, whatever, right? So I think he shied away from that. So to see him on this like video for the first time, like in full like, game, like you bulky now, and embracing that, like, yo, I'm a bulky dude now. I appreciated that. I was like, yo, stand on your shit, bro. It ain't gonna change. Stand on it, bro. Stand on it. That made me proud. Like, do you, bro? You ain't skinny party no more. Forget skinny party. Forget that guy. Like now we husky skinny. Then you be husky party. That's fine. That's fine. Oh.
Yo, husky party is crazy.
Yeah, you husky party. That's all right, bro. That's all right. Don't let them get to you.
Before though.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. It's all right. Nobody knew husky party back then. Nobody knew husky party back then.
Not even us.
He came out skinny party.
Yeah.
Speaking of singles, bro, you want to talk about Don's single, Deep in the Water? And that whole rollout?
Yo.
It's a lot of albums coming out.
It's crazy to me how, like, Don Toliver could just flow on anything, bro. Because at first I'm like, how the fuck is this rock album going to work? Like, are you going to do, like... He managed to still make it sound like a Don Toliver's, like flow type shit, like music type shit, and it's like, yo, that's really, that shows talent right there. I ain't gonna lie for a fact.
Yo, what's that song that he has? And I have it playing in my head, and it had like some strings to it, like some guitar strings to it, but it was like real melodic.
Best I've had. Oh, best I've had. Oh, best I had.
Best I had.
Yeah.
It makes me think about that and like think like, yo, my man, it's new, but it hasn't been that new for him. And then that song is still insane.
Of course.
But yeah, I agree, man. I'm interested on this album. Honestly speaking, the singles to me are good, but they're not. I haven't stuck with them like that.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to them, it's good, and then that's it. I don't really like... But I'm waiting for the album to sort of have it hit a little more.
That's normally what happens, too, though. Like, when we forget about singles, but then, like, when we hear the album with the singles, we start to appreciate the singles more.
It was one...
Some albums, not all albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
speaking about, like, singles and all that, you heard Ketamine?
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
I'm getting tired of these snippets, though. I'm getting tired of these singles.
Are you really? Everybody is. I seen I read comments on YouTube that people are getting tired of this.
Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the rollout. Like at first, like when you drop like 2 songs, even a third song, it's like, oh man, like this is great. We haven't heard Cardi in a bit. But then when you drop like 4 or 5, it's like, I saw a comment on YouTube like, yo, my man's just gonna drop the whole album like this. And I'm not saying it's not great music. It's great music. But I got to open up YouTube to listen to this. Kind of wild.
Yeah.
Kind of wild. So.
I don't know. He got something up his sleeve maybe. I don't know.
Just drop the album, Cardi. Just drop the album, bro. Like, I think everybody at this point is over it's great music. I just want to hear it all in its entirety, bro. Let me hear it all in its entirety.
I feel like none of the songs he dropping are going to be on the album, though.
Whatever. It's going to be the vibe, though. That you setting the vibe. I know that's going to be the vibe, though. It's fine. It's fine, bro. It's fine. Even if it is like that. Same goes for MiDNiGHT. At least for me, bro. I'm done with the snippets. I just need an album, bro.
Talk about looking down at a...
I spent the last year shaping up and shedding skin and metamorphosis set apart from any man. Wanna see me rap like I gotta pay rent again? Well, tell the freshman to dust off my letterman. And if they wanna spar on guard, let's get it in. My kidneys trained to poison and medicine. As Darwin said, I adapt to the times I'm in. Open your mind to the sky for enlightenment. Invite them in. I got more industry heads that be guarding all the gates with no star power if it slapped them in the face. No armor in the battle of the brave. Hit a triple in the play if I step up to the plate. They say Brose show hate in a batting cage. Barry Bonds with another needle in his arm. This time around, shit is different when we dog. If they say I wasn't raw, then they speakers wasn't on. Horseback ride through the country, I like to move slow. Town needs just as I kick through the saloon doors. Shadowbox deep in the mountains, I'm in a new zone. Ball head, my new bitch, little Caruso. Little Asian boys finally look up at their screens and yell, oh man, he just like me for real. Your favorite rapper wrote his verse on a speaking spell. Could learn from me, dog, I teach him well. Look, cream of the crop, best of the best. I don't just beat the